There are plenty of ERP systems to choose from in the marketplace, but how do you choose the best one, and what are the best ERP systems out there? That's what I want to talk about here today. My name is Eric Kimberling. I'm the CEO of Third Stage Consulting. We're an independent consulting firm that helps clients throughout the world reach their third stage of digital transformation success. And every year, if you've been following my YouTube channel, we publish our top 10 ERP systems for the year. And it's that time of year where we need to start looking at what are the top 10 ERP systems for 2025. And this is a particularly interesting and exciting year to do this top 10 ranking. In fact, so much so that there's been quite a shakeup in our top 10 ranking due to a number of factors, one of which is a change in methodology. We've changed the way we've ranked the top 10 systems to focus not only on quantitative factors like average cost, functionality, things of that nature, but we also look at intangibles, things such as implementation time frame, risk, and just overall implementation success, the ecosystem supporting each of these products. And then thirdly, the other big change is that we've also looked outside the realm of our own experience and our own research, and we've drawn from other data sources and consolidated them and provided a sort of weighted ranking based on both third stage knowledge and experience as well as other independent sources that combine to create this top 10 list. So what I want to do today is jump into what are those top 10 systems, what are the big changes from last year, and what are the top systems you should be considering as you look to your digital transformation in 2025 and beyond. Coming in at number 5 is Oracle NetSuite. And Oracle NetSuite is a great product that we see often, especially in the small and mid-market. Now, one thing to note with our new methodology is that NetSuite didn't rank as high this year, not because the product has become more inferior or because it's not as good of a product, but because the way we changed our methodology to focus on some of the multiple data sources and the breadth of capabilities and the weighting we put on breadth of capabilities tended to favor some of the larger software providers out there. But having said that, there's a number of strengths that keep NetSuite in the top 5, and for a smaller mid-market organization, you might actually rank NetSuite much higher than I've rated them here in this top 10. For example, NetSuite is a native SaaS cloud solution. In fact, it really pioneered the cloud ERP solution as we know it today. They're light years ahead of most of their competition in terms of building capabilities in the cloud, and they're investing very heavily in AI and analytics and some of these other emerging technologies that are so important. So they're making really modern technologies available to mass, small, and mid-market organizations. NetSuite is also known for its relative ease of implementation. It's suited for smaller and mid-market companies that don't have huge budgets or huge amounts of time to implement their solutions. But having said that, there's a couple of downside risks as well. Getting back to the ease of implementation, oftentimes small and mid-market companies have unrealistic expectations and expect the implementation to be a lot easier than it is. And we see a lot of organizations struggle with NetSuite's implementation methodology, which is called Suite Success, and it sort of creates these false expectations that the product can be implemented at a breakneck speed, and it doesn't account for some of the fact that organizations just have trouble adapting to change. It's not so much whether or not NetSuite can be deployed quickly, but whether or not the business can adapt to NetSuite quickly. And that's really where the rub is and where a lot of companies we work with tend to get tripped up. Another downside risk of NetSuite is given that it's a native SaaS solution, that inherently comes with some standardization and some standard business processes, but it also means there's a bit less flexibility than you might have in a fully customizable solution. And then finally, the last thing I'll say about a potential downside of NetSuite is that if you're a larger organization, you're growing quickly, and you're looking to really scale and diversify your business, NetSuite may not be the best solution simply because it doesn't have quite the breadth of capabilities, and it's harder to change the technology in some ways when you compare it to other systems in the marketplace. But having said all that, that's enough to land NetSuite at number 5 on our list.